And there's Nick Batum spearheading the starting unit for Coach Vince Collet. Coach Vince Collet, matagal na rin siyang coach ng France. And, you know, for France, naroon din sila process of discovery because they also need to find out ano ba ang how they'll perform without Tony Parker.
That's correct. And, you know, he's like, he's not just a good basketball player, but he's the leader. And he's just like a coach on the floor. And, pero, yun na nga, wala na si Tony Parker dyan. So, let's see how France fares in this tournament. We see a lot of Filipinos here in the arena. At talagang full force rin na suporta, syempre, para sa Gilas Pilipinas.
Ian Mahinmi will tip it off against JAPETH Aguilar, Jeff Chan, Gabe Norwood, L.A. Tenorio, and Andre Blatch. That is the starting unit for the Philippines. And first possession goes to France, part of the tour of this is part of the tour of the French national team, the Tournoi de Antibes. And Boris Diaw with a miss.
So right off the bat,
Norwood to JAPETH. And over to Blatch. Shot clock down to 10. Andre Blatch on the move. And a wild shot. Putback is good. And the Philippines were on the scoreboard.
you know, after that, so 3 out of the 4 attempts by the Philippines come from Andre Blatch to really solidify your chemistry. As sabi natin, during training, yan, madedevelop mo dyan as we see a steal here by Norwood.
Gabe Norwood going all the way for the layup, and the Philippines ahead. There's a swipe by Gabe, and he goes all the way for...
Unless you meet them in the later rounds, no? Pero you really have to make sudden adjustments, game time adjustments, and yan na masusubukan dito sa Pilipinas.
JAPETH Aguilar with a nice dish. We're getting the nice dish from L.A. Tenorio.
Oh my goodness. Ito si JAPETH Aguilar, nagpakilala kaagad.
Play of the game brought to you by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet. And a 2-point lead for the Philippines. This time an easy bucket there.
Well, I think with that dunk by JAPETH Aguilar, medyo siseryosohin na.
Oh, that ball ends up with Batum.
Oh, that was really off time. Oh, and an alley-oop play for France.
With Jalabal finishing the alley-oop. Dio to Jalabal, who was big risk coming in for JAPETH Aguilar. 2-point lead for France.
Oh.
And that's a bucket plus the foul coming from Jeff Chan. And Jalabal with a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, took his eye off his man and was caught behind.
Jared Dillinger against Batum. Jared trying to locate somebody here. Paul Lee, he steps back, he fires a 3.
Oh, off the
gets
glass.
it off the glass. Yes, sir.
Well, that's what you call an emergency shot. France was playing great defense.
Go back in the game. He started the ball game for France. Dio. And Fournier with a drive and the 2 points.
You know, ipapansin mo rin sa opensa dito ng France. You know, the constant motion, constant movement, a lot of ball screens. Yan na naman, paulit ni Doughtit yung pinaset nila ng screen, and that allowed itong France to score.
Gobert slamming it home and opening up a 6-point lead.
Oh, yes.
Gabe Norwood hits a 3.
That's very crucial. Those open looks we have.
Against Doughtit. And a nice swipe by Jeff Chan. Jeff's on the move. Jeff drives, sets up Ranidel de Ocampo for 3.
Oh!
Yes, and he ties the game at 26. Kick out, Fournier. Shot clock down to 10. Cut by Fournier, and he scores the layup.
Well, you can't give them second chance at the basket. Sayang yung rebound kanina, no? Dito si Ranidel de Ocampo.
The lead is back with France as LA goes inside and then sets up Ranidel. Ranidel against Diaw. Ranidel de Ocampo is pushed and the basket is good.
And nakikita mo ngayon, no, mas may kumpiyansa na itong ating mga manlalaro. No? Kanina, para talagang sabi muna may konting kaba in trying to penetrate, pero ngayon mas malaki.
Under 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Tenorio to Blatch. Blatch for three. Yes, sir!
And
that probably was deflected. Bertel over to Lauvergne, and he slams it home, and he ties the game at 31.
a few instances that France is able to score on the fast break. Maganda yung nagiging transition defense natin. A great job keeping in step here with France.
And our players are doing it against guys like Nick Batum and Boris Diaw and Nando De Colo as Andre Black scores, and he ties the game at 33.
Nice sidestepping.
Dial 911. Tulog!
Andiyan na, magdadodobol na yan.
Here's De Colo, and he connects.
Well, they were unsure who was going to double team. Talking about Team Pilipinas, no? Pingris or Jeff Chan.
But those situations will happen.
Yes.
It will happen.
Yes, and you just have to communicate a little better.
Philippines down by 2. Jimmy to Blatch. Shot clock down to 5. Blatch,
wide open.
Shot, Jeff Chan. Yes, sir! That's a 3.
And yan yung hinahanap ni Jeff Chan kanina pa. He's been in that spot.
Jeff Chan, but he had an opening. Passes it to Blatch, and here's Jimmy. Jimmy sets up Jeff. Jeff Chan for 3.
Yes!
Sir! That's a 3. Back-to-back threes by Jeff Chan. And the Philippines on top by 4, 39-35.
Jeff Chan with another open look, and that's all he needed for back-to-back threes. Jeff Chan giving the Philippines their biggest lead here in the first half.
Trying to secure the rebound. Here's Gabe Norwood. Norwood against Nick Batum. Norwood outside. Jeff Chan for 3.
Yes,
sir!
Once again, finding the open man, very patient. Gabe Norwood knew where Jeff Chan.
LA to JAPETH, 15-footer. No. And that's an easy 2 for Nick Batum, and a first field goal for France here in the third period.
I'm sure this was a point of concern also for the coaching staff of Smart Gilas, yung mga fast.
A French defender. Nonetheless, lamang pa rin tayo, 42-37. We crossed the 7-minute mark of the third period. Open shot, Nick Batum.
Finally. At that time, si L.A. Tenorio, I don't know if he wanted to switch, but how can you switch? It was Blatchman setting the screen. Of course, jittery at the start. That's very understandable. But right now, meron na swag itong Team Pilipinas. Kumbaga, lumalabas na yung yabang ng mga Pinoy.
Speaking of, that's a 3 for Luis Alfred Tenorio. Remember, first quarter, we could not knock down our 3-point
shot.
shot.
Right. And we were very tentative. Right now, wala nang tentativeness. If you're open, you're taking your shot, and you're trying to penetrate to the basket. And even in rebounds, we're battling, although they're lucky break here for France.
Nando De Colo with a putback off the miss by Batum. You notice Batum now. He's now he's taking shots, which he was not taking in the first half. Meantime, a miscue by Andre Blatch. Nando De Colo goes all the way for 2, and the French will cut the field.
Keeping it alive.
Paulie receives the inbound. He fires and scores the 3.
Over the outstretched arms of the defender. Kakapasok lang ni Paulie.
That's our 10th 3-point shot in the game.
And that's really our hope, in international tournament. We really have to connect from the outside. Ito si Paulie.
To get his own offense going. No? Wala yun the first half. Now he's trying to produce. Here's Batum with a fake, and tip-in is good for number.
He makes very intelligent decisions.
Meantime, De Colo over to Boris, and out to Nick Batum, and Nick Batum connects. And he ties the game at 48.
That's right.
Junmar trying to fight for the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. France up by 2. Dio to Batum, posting up Jared, and it's Nick Batum taking over. And lamang na ng 4 points on France.
One-man show here for Nick Batum, right? And that time, early attack off that post play. Hindi na niya hinintay na makaset up yung double team. And made sure he would get that basket. As Blatch here.
Gets the bounce.
Yes.
Cutting the deficit to 2 points. Diao.
Oh, there's an open man.
Fournier wide open from the corner. And he missed that wide open shot.
That's what we call accidental defense.
Blatch.
Nice
pass. And Junmar Fajardo completes the play, and he ties the game at 52.
And you can see Blatch acting like a guard. Kasi ito si Coach Chot Reyes, he has a play prepared for this kind of situations also.
Boli to Ranidel for 3. Yes, sir!
Oh, you Ranidel de Ocampo would be the man that they would be looking for.
He was wide open. He took the shot. He knocked it down. At labang tayo muli, 55-52 at the end of 3.
And once again, Ranidel de Ocampo, hindi nila kilala. Ito si Ranidel. And he knocks down that 3. Second buzzer beater for we play defense, because we're recognizing that France is struggling from the outside. Right now, we're in a bit of a zone, pero yung alley-oop three.
There's a 3. Rebound, Jimmy Alapag. Jimmy bullet pass over to Gary. Gary trying to move past Nick Batum. David. Baseline, got away!
Nakakaw dito si Gary David.
Akala kasi nila matatrap na si Gary
Yes.
sa gilid eh. Hindi nila alam eh. His hands are always on fire.
That's right.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Philippines. Dio. Pietrus. 2 misses. One more try by Lavernier. No go. And Mark Pingris clears the rebound.
As Pietrus still complains to the referee, and they leave Jimmy Arapag open.
Jimmy Alapag knocks it down. His second triple of the ball game, and it's back to a 5-point lead for the Philippines. 60. And this fast break is brought to you by Smart Break. Rebound for Waltel. He goes in and finds Lavernier, and that Philippines or our lead is down to 3.
That time, they were able to find a gap on our defense. Ito ngayon, good ball movement para sa Team Pilipinas. Ping won't force that one, although that was a tight pass. 4-on-2 break.
Lavernier, too big. And that will cut down the Philippines' lead to 1 point.
As I mentioned earlier, France and the entire arena and all those watching because of the performance na pinakita dito ng Gilas Pilipinas.
Why settle for a moral victory when you can get an actual victory? And Jimmy Alapag, with all the gumption in the world, he drives inside the land of the Giants, and he gives the Philippines a 3-point lead, 62-59.
Another change up in our defensive game plan here off that timeout, trying to confuse France here with their offensive sets.
Dio with a drive, and he gets the layup. It's back to a 1-point game for the Philippines.
Oh! Sayang, Ramon Fernandez move sana yun,
Huertel sets up Dio, and he nails the 3, and the lead is... Now the home crowd coming to life. And a miss there. Lavernier with an offensive rebound. Si Lavernier, namumuro dito sa fourth quarter.
Tama, ang dami niyang ginagawa, mga little things dito para sa France. And ito, siya nabiyayaan. Once again, whoever Blatch or Doubt is guarding, they want them to help. And that opens up his man to drive to the basket.
Bounce here for the Philippines. Norwood on the right side, guarded by Batum. Paul Lee on the move. Paul Lee with the drive.
Yes!
And it's a 2-point game. The fourth. Lovernier has done a lot of damage for France. And here he is with the ball. And he finds Dio, and Dio connects. Ouch.
A tough shot. Fading away. Shot clock winding down. High looper.
Down. And now we need to regroup. We need to bounce back. We need to forget about that shot.
And you know the caliber of competition here. You won't be surprised with them hitting those tough shots. And this is why it's a plus, and it's beneficial for us to play these teams in this pocket tournament. Na natin makukuha yung experience.
Look out. Blatch. Norwood. We're down by 6 points. Blatch to Paul Lee. Paul Lee will drive, and he is fouled. And you know these French defenders, they are quickly realizing that Paul Lee is a force to reckon with.
And what a great addition to this team Paul Lee is. A late addition para sa Gilas Pilipinas, but yun nga sinasabi natin si Coach Chot, the reason why he wanted Paul Lee here because he's a big guard, not only a big guard but a strong guard. Yung kakayanin niya yung physicality of international play, and not only offensively but defensively.
And it's not just his physical attributes, pero yung mental ability niya to handle the kind of pressure that you deal with sa ganitong sitwasyon.
And he's proven it in the tournaments that Gilas has participated in.
Missed the first. We have another opportunity. 1 minute and 10 remaining dito sa fourth and final quarter.
I think that was the free throw percentage yung pinakita. Hindi lang natin pero yeah, we missed a lot of free throws, but
makes the second. And so it's a 5-point lead for France with 1 minute and 6 to go in the ball game. Lovernier again. Wow.
Yes,
si Lovernier talaga yung naging sakit ng ulo natin.
Good adjustment there. Si Ping yung pina-defend nila doon sa ball screen. Nahuli lang na split second si Ping sa pagbalik sa depensa.
Paul Lee against Batum. And Paul Lee tries to drive against Batum, who blocks his shot. And that might be our last chance to trim this deficit. 30 seconds remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Lovernier, and here's Batum. Batum will miss. Blatch. Jeff Chan will fire away. He fires a three. And Lovernier with a rebound. And France will survive.
Oh, yeah. And what a sigh of relief para sa France to survive and win this game after trading for most part of the game. And right now, they know the Philippine team is for real.
There's a final score, 75-68. France, they needed a strong fourth quarter.
Oh yes, definitely. And those 3-point shots by Dio, in the fourth quarter, proved to be pivotal and was a big difference. Kung hindi sila nag-connect sa outside, magiging walang problema nitong